Hey, what's going on, dudes? My name is TDC and welcome to a brand new series here on my channel. This is FTB Infinity Evolved Expert Mode on the FTOG server. Now, if that's not the longest title you've ever heard, well, I don't know what is, man. But dudes, welcome. This is going to be a brand new series here on the channel. It is going to be a lot of fun. So if you haven't heard about the Infinity Evolved Expert Mode mod pack, it is a new-ish mod pack. I'm not real sure if it's like, because Infinity's been around for a while, but I think the Expert Mode is like a new thing. So yeah, basically if you don't know, it's like a complete recipe overhaul for Minecraft. It's not really that it's harder, it's just more involved. So basically, to break this down, it is, if you want to explore one mod, you may have to explore another mod, and to explore that mod you may have to explore another mod in order to explore this mod, and then vice versa, man. It is just really involved. So if we take a look at something that we're kind of familiar with, let's take a look at it like a tesseract from thermal expansion. So thermal expansion normally would add everything that it needs inside that mod. So this would be like a standalone mod. You could craft a tesseract frame with everything that thermal expansion adds, right? So with this overhaul in expert mode, what it does is it involves a lot of other mods with each other, if that makes sense. So if we take a look here, we can see that in total we need about 4 different mods to get this tesseract frame. So we need Endurium ingots that are from thermal expansion. We need the octatic capacitors, which are from Ender.io. We need the Ender electron tubes, which are from forestry, and then we need the teleporter from IC2. So it just basically combines everything together and makes it, I don't know, really kind of interesting, because it's like a brand new aspect of Minecraft, at least for modded Minecraft. Because typically in like a mod pack, you go and you kind of explore the mods that you want to find out about, you want to play with, right? But there's also a lot of other mods and stuff that you just don't even really think about doing unless you're just kind of interested in doing that. I don't know, I'm kind of wording this, I think I'm butchering it pretty badly, but basically what this allows you to do is you have to use almost every single mod in the mod pack to progress through the different mods that you want to explore. So it's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of mods that we've never looked at before, and a lot of really fun stuff. So one of the ones I'm super interested in seeing is what's going to be involved with is Thaumcraft, because Thaumcraft is super grindy. Like, there's a lot of stuff involved with Thaumcraft, and I want to see what other recipes involve Thaumcraft. Oh, excuse me, I got the hiccups. But I don't know, man, it's going to be a lot of fun, so I'm super excited. We are playing on the FTOG server, so there's a couple familiar faces. We're playing with Thor and Brink from the Primus crew. They're part of the Primus crew anyway, and there's also a lot of other new faces, so there will be links to everybody down below in the description, so go check them out, go say hello, and check out their LPs. So the server has been up, I think, for about like a week or so, maybe a week and a half. And these guys have been super busy, man. They've got all kinds of stuff. This is the spawn area here, and it's absolutely beautiful, man. They picked an amazing seed. This is a really cool place. It's a scrubland, which is a biome that personally I would never build in, but I mean, I would like to build in, but it's just kind of one of those ones that I just wouldn't, you know what I mean? But now that it's here and this is the spawn area, we're definitely going to be building here, so it's going to be kind of out of the box for me as well, so I'm super excited about that. There's a lot of people around here. I logged on earlier this evening just to see if we could get in, basically, and I got a little bit of a tour from Thor. He kind of showed us around a bunch of different areas here, and yeah, there was a lot of people on. I think there was like 10 people logged on all at once, which is crazy. So that is pretty awesome. And they've been busy, man. They've set up all kinds of stuff around here, and this is all like community stuff, so it's all up for grabs if we need it. There's a couple different things here. We've got a blacksmith, which Thor set up, and this is kind of like your tinker's shop. We've got pretty much everything we need. We got steel here, creosote oil here, our tinker's smelter here in the middle, and I think we got all our casts somewhere. Yeah, here we go. So we're going to be coming over here. We're probably going to make some tools today to start off with, and we'll see kind of what happens. But yeah, so everything here is pretty much up for grabs, sort of like take a penny, leave a penny sort of thing. The same goes for the town hall over here. We have a community enchanting area, which is pretty neat. And then in here, this is the town hall. Basically, this is like bulk storage for everybody to use. So if you got spare items and things that you're not using, you can come drop them off here, and then everybody else can use them. So it's pretty handy, man. It's pretty cool. So there's a lot of different things going on. We got some farms on that side, I believe. We got some tree farms over there, and oh no, the farms are over here. And I kind of been surviving off of apples. There's a tree farm over there that's putting apples in a barrel, and that's where I've been getting my apples, and then also these here. So we've got plenty of food, at least for a little while. But yeah, so some of this stuff is just crazy awesome looking, man. I'm super excited to get into this. So what I think we need to do first, I've done a little bit of mining. I've been logged in for, I don't know, maybe an hour or so. Not too much. But I think what we're going to try to do today is set up some sort of little house, little hidey hole hut thing. And we'll kind of see what goes on here. And it's super loud, hold on. Super loud for me anyway. But yeah, so we're going to try to get some shelter and then probably just our basic tools for today. So I don't know how often this series is going to be coming out. It's kind of going to be one of those ones where there's a lot of off-camera work. What is going on here? Let me up. So I'll probably trying to chip away at this throughout the week and stuff when I get home from work and different things like that, and then I'll try to maybe record like one episode a week or so, if not more, hopefully. But I don't want to make any promises that I can't keep at this point, you know what I mean? So it'll kind of come and go as it goes. So I just want to let you guys know too, this is not replacing Primus by any means. There's still a lot of stuff over there that I want to get done, and it's like basically it's two completely different games at this point. So over there we can kind of explore the mods that we want to explore. I've got a lot of ideas and things that I want to get finished over there, and then this over here is just kind of its own deal. So it's going to be a lot of fun on both servers. So don't get discouraged. Primus hadn't gone anywhere. We're going to be finishing some stuff over there on the abridged mod pack. Speaking of, I think it's about to get a pretty big update, which I'm kind of excited for. So some new stuff over there that we can explore. But without further ado, let's get this show on the road. So I did a little bit of mining. I've got some iron and things that we need to go smelt up because we're going to need to make some tools. So where is... Oh, we already got it on us. We got some gold, which we'll probably smelt up. We'll smelt up the silver as well. Yellorium, we're not going to worry about for a little while. That's we're a little far off for that. And along with uranium. So we will leave those here. We'll take a nap in our sleeping bag here. But yeah, so I am super pumped for this. And this building up here, man, is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Everybody here, man, everybody's got some super builds going on. So we got Brink right here. He's a next door neighbor of ours. And I don't remember. There's a sign here. So whose is this? Mistaken's Treehouse, work in progress. So that's another member. I haven't actually met everybody yet. So I logged on pretty late here at night. So there's a lot of people that probably haven't been on yet. I don't know what this is. This is probably going to be, I think this is going to be like the hub for traveling eventually, I think is the plan. So there's 1,000 by 1,000 world border going on right now. We can't go out past that or anything like that, I think, for the first couple of weeks. So we're kind of trapped in this area here. I say small area, but it's really not small. That's a huge amount of land. But they just don't want to go explore and kind of stay too far out. And kind of my plan is here, I would like to try to stay here as long as possible. I think this is kind of everybody's general idea. Stay here as long as possible until they either need more space or the frames get too bad to play. So that's what we'll go with. I'm rocking about, like, I don't know, between 50 and 60 frames for the most part. But it's not the best. But that's just modded Minecraft on my computer. My computer is super old and doesn't handle modded Minecraft very well. So yeah, so let's just take a look around here. We got some animal farms in here. Got some sheep. We got a stray sheep there. We've got a burger house here, which is pretty cool. This is made by Dragons, I think. What does this sign say? FU Diner. We put the FU in food. We put the foo in food. That's pretty cool. So it's like a burger house here. He's got some sort of automation thing going on here. I think he's growing everything back behind here. And it's just crafting burgers, which is pretty awesome. So we may grab... What am I getting stuck on? Can we not, like... walk past these things? Oh, you can't. You actually get stuck on them. Ah, interesting. This is from a mod called Draconic Evolution. So if we go someplace with the wall, I can show you. Or even on the floor. We'll just go over here on the side of the blacksmith shop and I'll show you what's going on. So with Draconic Evolution, it adds a thing where you can actually put items on the wall or on the ground or on the ceiling or wherever you want by pressing P. P, I said. Not working. Controls. Okay, so P is, let's just turn that off. Okay, so there. Now it should work. P, I said. There we go. So yeah, you can place items on the walls and kind of store things this way if you would like to, and these will not actually despawn. So you no longer need like the Tinker's drying racks. Oh, cool. You can like rotate things. So you just right click to take them off, left click to rotate. But yeah, so you can basically put anything on the wall that you want to, kind of store it that way. And I know a lot of people are using this for a couple different things. I think there's one in here we can take a look at on the smeltery. So on the not the controller, this dude back here. Yeah, so you can store your bucket and different things like that that you're gonna need for different mods. You know, you're gonna be using this a lot, so why not store it there? Just makes sense, right? So pretty cool. But yeah, so let's get some stuff smelted up here. We've got some iron, and I'm kind of nervous about mixing some of these things because I don't know what's gonna make what. So I'm probably just gonna smelt everything all at once. Or not all at once, just one item at a time and kind of go from there. So I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna get all this stuff smelted up, and then we're probably gonna take a look at making some basic tools here. I think we're gonna try to stick with iron for a little bit. I don't know. We may try to upgrade. I'm not sure yet. So give me a minute. I'll be back in a few. Alright, dudes, so I've been doing a little research here, trying to figure out what kind of tools we want to make, and I think I've come up with what we need. So I would like to try to get a decent pickaxe, something kind of away from all this stone stuff that we got going on. I've got this iron one that was kind of like a hand-me-down thing somebody left in a chest. They said that I could have, so I took it, and it's been useful because it's allowed me to gather a bunch of things like got a little bit of redstone and some of the other ores and things like that, but we need something a little bit more permanent. So I'm thinking we're gonna go with steel. Now, they've got some steel production going on here, but it seems that it's kind of at a halt, right? But I threw some coal in here. I'm trying to get some coal cooked up. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to take this block of steel here, and I'm going to make another block of iron, put it in here, craft up some coal coke, and then put it in here to get this going so I can replace this one block of steel that I just took. That way, I just kind of, replenish what I'm borrowing or taking or whatever. So I know this is all community stuff, but I don't want to just like straight up take it from somebody. So I don't know if somebody was just waiting on this stuff to craft up and they forgot about it or something like that, but this way it'll be repaired or replaced. So yeah, we're gonna make our pickaxe out of steel. Now I've been looking through here as far as like materials and things like that. I think we are going to go with a blue slime rod. Apparently there's a blue slime farm somewhere. We'll have to go find it. He showed me earlier, but I don't remember where it is at this moment, so we'll have to find that. And I think we're gonna go with the paper binding. Let's see here. Paper. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with the paper binding. That way we get the extra modifiers. And then we're also gonna take a look at the moss auto repair stuff. So there's been a lot of people on the server already that have released a couple videos about it, and it looks actually pretty interesting. Oh man, the server's gonna reboot. But yeah, so basically you use vines and different things like that, and you can actually spread mossy cobblestone, and you can use it like that, and you make some auto repair for your tools. So I'm gonna get started on crafting some stuff up, and then I'm gonna wait for the server to reboot, and then we'll be back. Alright, so server has been reset, and we need to grab some stuff over here. I'm thinking they may have everything we need here at the farm. So we got some sugar cane here, and it looks like it is growing, I think. So we're going to take just a little bit. I'm going to take, oh yeah, I don't want that many. But we need some paper, so I'm going to return what we don't use for the time being. We're going to need some moss here eventually, but let's see. What else are we going to need? We need some slime crystals. So let's go see if we can find that slime farm which I think is over here. I think it's that building right there. So we're gonna go take a look at that next to the, I think this is like a hotel or something. Is this water always like that? I don't know. Yeah, so we're gonna go take a look over here. This is some sort of hotel, and it actually reminds me, we need to go in here. We're gonna set our spawn point up in one of these rooms. This is the Sheath and Sword Brothel, and I don't know who built this. He told me earlier, but I forgot. There's so many names. Not real sure, but this is a beautiful place, man. Whoever built this is really good at building. I really like the interior design here. It looks really, really neat. So we're just gonna pick this bed right here. We're just gonna set our spawn point. That way, if we do die, then we'll respawn like right here. It's not gonna be that big of a deal. So let's head out and go take a look at these blue slime crystals, or blue slime farm, because we need blue slime crystals. And I think it's this guy right here. Yeah. So how many? We got 4,000 blue slime balls. That's awesome. All right, so we're gonna take a stack of those. 17 yellow hearts. A couple of red hearts. Lots of tools, man. 48. What is this? A slime javelin? Interesting. I've never heard of those. A lot of weird stuff. And this is a shader, epic shader grab bag. I have no idea what that is. That'll be interesting. Yeah, so we're just gonna take some excess right here. We're not gonna need this much. And actually, I want to see too while we're out. What do we need for the blue slime crystals? Do we need dirt and sand like we do for the green ones? I think we might. So we'll grab a little bit of dirt and sand as well. I don't want to take from here because I think this is somebody's base eventually or something. Yeah, so let me go find some normal dirt. Hardened dirt. Yeah, so we need some normal dirt and some sand. Alright, so I think we got everything that we're going to need for crafting here. So I do want to replace the... Oh, actually, I put it in there, didn't I? Yeah, so we got another block of steel in there. Sweet! That one is going, so that replaces the one that we broke before. And I'm trying to smelt up some more of this coal coke and get that going. So I think I'm going to let this burn out and then make some blocks of coal to put in there. But yeah, so what do we need to make? We need to make some slime crystals or whatever it's called. And I wanted to show off this really cool little tool that I'm not sure a lot of people on the server know about. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. Probably just a lot of people in general don't know about this little tool you can do. But there's a crafting bench way over there, but I don't want to walk over there. That's too far away. So if I look at the ground here and I press C, I get a crafting grid. Right? So now with this, I can right click there with sand. I can right click there with sand. I can take my crystals or slimes and I can put here, there, there, and there, and voila. I can craft on the fly. So all you gotta do is look at it and press C again, and there you go. You get some slimy mud. Really cool. So you can do this for pretty much anything. So let's just take some iron here for example. So if we press C, we can take our iron. We can go all the way through. We can make a pressure plate if we wanted to. We can make some iron bars, and then we can make a block of iron right there. All you gotta do is press C on it. Wah. Pretty cool tool, right? So it's a little slower than using like a normal crafting grid, but if you don't have a crafting bench anywhere, you know, in a pinch, all you gotta do is punch it to get rid of it. Really, really cool. So let's get some stuff smelted up. We need to break this down, make some steel. So let's throw a couple of pieces in there. Because if we don't use them, then I can just replace them. With the ingots, I can just pour them back into an ingot cast, but I think we should be all set. So we need to smelt this thing up. Now, is there a furnace in here? I don't, oh yeah, there is, okay. So we're gonna take, is this one empty? Yeah, this one's empty. So let's put this in there. We're gonna let this guy smelt up. This should give us a blue slime crystal, which we can then use as a tool rod, I think. It's been a while since I've messed with tinker stuff like this. But yeah, so we can come over here to the part builder. Let's grab the tool rod pattern. We'll stick this guy in here. Sweet. Okay, so that's gonna give us a slimy tool rod. Wait, what? Oh, there's a stick in there. Okay, so give me that. Give me this. And we'll throw the wood back in. Well, actually, we'll hang on to the wood for right now because we're gonna need to make a couple of different things. Let's make some paper. Like so. I don't know how much of this we're actually going to need, but let's make a tool rod pattern out of paper. like this. And then we just need our pickaxe head over here. So let's replace this gear pattern, and we'll grab the pickaxe pattern, throw that there. And that steel, is it not done smelting yet? Oh, that takes a little while. Any day. Any day. So I'm actually taking these tools, the idea for these tools from Brink. I was watching his video and he came out with these tools, and it looks like it's going to be super handy. So I'm going to copy you, Brink. Sorry, I hope you are okay with that, because we definitely need some good tools to start off with here. So let's do this guy. Now we need our pickaxe. So we should have everything here. So we'll put the slimy tool rod in the steel pickaxe head pattern. There it is, a steel pickaxe. The cool thing about this one is he made sure that he wanted to be able to mine cobalt and ardite and all that kind of stuff, and we can actually mine cobalt with all of this, and we get 4 modifiers from that paper binding, which is really, really awesome. So that one is down. Now I want a lumber axe. We've got a steel sword that I think it was, oh, who gave this to me? Oh, I'm drawing a blank. Somebody gave this to me when I came on and did my little tour thing earlier, and this is actually pretty awesome. It's already got auto repair on it. It's made out of steel, so it does a lot of damage, plus 8 attack damage, which is awesome. And it's got 2 modifiers remaining, so we could put fortune on this if we wanted to, or looting. And we could also maybe add some quartz or something on it later to make it a little bit more dangerous. But I think for now we're good for a weapon. So now I just want to focus on my axe. So what do we need for this? Let's take a look in our book. Take a look. It's in a book. It's reading Tinkers. Where? Here it is. So we need a broad axe head, a large plate, a tough rod, and a tough binding. So here's what I'm wondering. If we can make this out of cobble, it'll make the repair cost just cobble. So I'm gonna go grab some cobble and see if we can actually do this. I'm not exactly sure if we can or not. Okay, so we can actually make the binding, the tough binding pattern out of paper, unfortunately. So we were able to make the stone broad axe head out of cobblestone, which is going to be really slow, but it's cheap to repair. So that was kind of what I was going for here. Now I want to see if I can make the tough rod pattern out of the slimy crystals also. So let's do a couple more of these. I don't know if we're going to need that many or not, but we'll grab our dirt, we'll grab our sand, like so. We'll take those, we'll get these smelted up, and hopefully, I don't know if we'll be able to make a tool rod out of this stuff. I really want to make a hammer, but I think this is a little bit out of our reach at the moment. So yeah, and if I make a hammer, I probably want to try to make it out of cobalt. But I'm not real sure, because if we make one out of stone, then we also get stone bound, which kind of increases the speed. So I'm not real sure. Let's see. So if we put this here, tough rod, it's not gonna work. Oh, it costs 3, so we need to make 1 more. Let's do this. Yep. Slime or dirt and sand. There we go. So we got that. Throw this in here, get that smelted up. Where'd it go? Oh, okay, there it is. Get it smelted up before the rest of this coal runs out. And then we'll see if we can actually make a tough rod out of that. I've never made a tough rod out of the slime crystals before. I've actually never made anything out of the slime crystals before, so this will be a little interesting. Alright, so throw that there. Throw that there. Okay, so slime tough rod. Now we need a plate. Which I wonder if we can make that out of steel. But I think it costs 8. Yeah, so that may not be doable. We could do iron. I'm not real sure. Let's just let's take a look. I'm gonna get some stuff smelted up and we'll see what it does. Alright, so let's check the difference here. I've got pretty much everything we need for the lumber axe. So we got a stone broad axe head, we've got a slimy tough binding, we got a slimy tough rod, and I've also got a slime large plate or an iron large plate. So really the durability looks good on this one, but the iron makes the mining speed much faster. So we're gonna take a look here. So it's reinforced. So repair material is stone. The effective durability is 2,137. So that's pretty good. Let's swap this out and see what the difference is here. So the durability goes way up, but I don't know. Let's take another look here. So modifier is 3, mining speed 2, mining speed 1.1. Yeah, so I think we're gonna go with the iron plate here. So this should be pretty good, man. Once we get this going and we can actually add repair to this, I don't think we're ever going to need to repair it with stone, which we probably could have upped it for an iron axe head or something like that, but I don't know. We may not even put repair on this. That seems kind of useless if we can just repair it with cobble, so it's not really that big of a deal. So what else do we need? We need a shovel, maybe? So it's a shovel head, and can we break this back down? I wonder. If I do this shovel head, no, we can't. Okay, I kind of figured that. So let's see if we can make, do I have any more steel in here? Let us see. Yeah, so we got some steel, we've got some iron left in there. Let's do shovel head, like so. We'll switch it out with this large plate, and we will dump some iron in there. Oh no, we want the steel in there. We'll dump the iron back in here and get our ingot back, like this. And then I guess we'll make another. Can we, I wonder, can you melt down the slime? Where'd it go? What? There it is. Can we melt this back down? I don't really know how this works. Or was this just useless now? Yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna smelt at all. Bummer. Alright, well, we'll just post it up on the wall for somebody else to use. I see that there's an obsidian one here. A couple of obsidian ones. But we'll just put that one there for anybody else to use. I don't know if they'll need it, but it's there. My dog is snoring in the background and it's super loud, so if you guys listen close, you might be able to hear it. He's passed out on the couch with his head on a pillow. Sometimes he's so human it freaks me out. But yeah, so we got our vines. Let's do this. Surprisingly, he doesn't wake up while I'm doing my video stuff either, so kind of interesting. But yeah, so we're gonna make some ball o' moss from chisel. Now with these guys, what we can do is we can splatter these on the side of some cobblestone, and it'll give us some mossy cobblestone, and from there we can use those to craft the ball of moss, or the moss balls from Tinkers, to put on our tools. So we need, let's see, let's just go ahead and craft up, or not really craft up, we just need to build a wall of cobblestone like right here. So we'll go up 1, 2, like this. You guys hear him? It's being super loud. I'm gonna be kind of quiet for a second. Nah, I guess he kind of let up. I don't know. It's like he snores like a human, man. It's really, really strange. Let's do this. I don't know how much cobblestone we really need, but we'll just go with this for right now. So we can basically, all we need to do is look at this, throw some moss balls on there, and we get a whole bunch of mossy cobblestone. So hopefully we get enough out of just these two here, but we'll see. I'm probably going to work on crafting up a few of these later on, so we can put it on both our shovel and our pick. We don't need it on, ooh, I probably shouldn't have used that. I don't know if we can actually add things to it now that it's actually been damaged. So we'll go ahead and use this stone pick for right now. Let's grab the rest of this stuff here, and we will craft up what we need. But yeah, so I'm only going to be adding it to our pickaxe and our shovel. So with the lumber axe being just cobblestone for repair, I think I'll just keep it with that, and I think that should be fine. So let's see. Now let's look up moss ball. Is this the same thing? No, this is a different thing. Okay, so we just need 9 pieces. and that'll give us 2, or give us 1. Let's do this. Get our mossy, like so. Okay. There it goes again. He's snoring some more. But yeah, so let's head back over here. We're gonna add these up to our tools and see what happens. Alright, so I think we're going to only add the moss to our pickaxe here. Can we do that? Yeah, so we can take it. We got 2 pieces here. We could add, I think, up to 3 pieces of moss and you get repair 3. But we're just going to do 2. That way we have a little bit of extra room for maybe a little bit of fortune or some redstone for mining speed. But overall, this should start repairing. So if we go outside in the sunlight, I think it repairs all the time, but it repairs faster in the sunlight, I think is what Brink was saying. I'm not real sure. Yeah, there it goes. So you just saw he kind of like tucked it away for a second. Let's see. We're going to take this block of cobblestone, get a little bit of damage on our thing. Or our pickaxe, rather. There we go. And it's just auto repaired. So how cool is that? We've got some super tools. I want to check out the mining speed on the shovel real quick. So, oh, dude, that is so good. That's actually really quick for a beginner shovel. So super sweet there. But yeah, so I think we got everything we're going to need for today. I am going to call the episode here because it's been a little long getting started with everything. But the next episode is probably be out sometime next week. Maybe, I don't know. I may get another episode out at some point this week if I'm lucky. Just depends on when I can record and how much I can record at that time. So we'll see what happens. But anyways, I will see you guys next week probably for another episode here on the FTOG server. It's some FTB InFinity Evolved Expert Mode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please hit that like button for me down below. Let me know that you're going to like this series, man. I really would appreciate a like. And yeah, so anyways, go check out everybody else that's on the server. And I will see you guys next time, all right? Thank you so much for watching. Peace.